Hey, Mike. What? Who's got next?
What is good, y'all? It's your man, Hezo. Welcome back into the Blacktop. Now, I know. Hezo, where you been? Listen, man, I've been busy. I have not had a lot of time to get any content out, and I apologize. As some of y'all know, my wedding is next weekend. So this is going to be my last video up until that point, up until after I get back from my honeymoon and everything, which will I think be not next week, but the following week. So it's going to be my last video for a couple weeks until I get back and everything. I got a couple last minute things I need to get squared away for my wedding next weekend. So I just want to clear the air on that and get that out the way. Believe me, I've had videos in mind that I wanted to drop. I wanted to do a free agency recap and everything, winners, losers, all that. I just haven't had the time, man, and my apologies for that. But once I get back from my wedding and everything like that, I can get kind of back on track and get back to dropping consistent content. So y'all just gotta, stick around and just be patient with me for a little bit. Now, if something big happens between now and my wedding, I will try and do my best to get a video out on that, whatever that is. That may be Dame getting traded. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment. But if there is something big in the NBA that happens, I will do my best to get a video out on it if it is before my wedding. So enough of the BS, man. Let's talk about Damian Lillard. I know I'm late to the party. I did not get a video out when I wanted to after Dame finally requested his trade. So I think the biggest question we have now as NBA fans, and the biggest question of the offseason, the biggest news of the offseason thus far, is where and when is Damian Lillard gonna get traded? Subscribe if you are new, drop a like on the video, let's get right into it. So I got an authentic Damian Lillard jersey here, still in the packaging. Brand new, has not been worn, obviously still packaged up, straight from NBA.com, 100% authentic. It is a size 44, and I'm thinking about doing a giveaway on it. Now that Damian Lillard is going to be changing teams, I've actually tried selling it on eBay, and I just really haven't had a lot of luck, so I may just do a giveaway on it. So if you're a big Blazers fan or a big Dame fan, and you want to get a chance, y'all let me know down in the comments. Do y'all want to see me do a giveaway on this? Y'all got to show some love, drop a like on the video, let me know down in the comments, and maybe, just maybe, I will do a giveaway on a free Damian Lillard authentic jersey. So the Damian Lillard news is probably the biggest news of this NBA's offseason. He's going to be the biggest star that will change teams if and when it does happen. But I've been reading and watching a lot of videos, man, in terms of like ESPN and Woj and what's being reported. Now, everybody knows that he wants to go to Miami. That's his preference. But will he go to Miami in the end? The recent report that I saw is that the Blazers are kind of hesitant about trading him. I wouldn't say hesitant, but they don't really want to grant Dame his request and trade him to Miami. I've read that they have not got any packages, offered to them that they like that would send Dame to Miami, and they are doing their best to pretty much contact any team that's not Miami to ship Dame to them. Now, from a recent report, I've also read and seen that that Damian Lillard's agent has reached out to other teams to kind of steer them away from trading for him because he is disgruntled. And I know a lot of teams are kind of weary about trading for a disgruntled star, knowing that he doesn't want to be anywhere else but Miami. So the biggest question is, what does that do for Dame's value? I think maybe it helps Miami in the end. Maybe Portland's trying to play, the cards of not contacting Miami to try and draw, get them to up their offer. I don't know what their offer has been. I've not really read too much into that, but I know Miami has been in contact with Portland because he wants to go there. I know Brooklyn has been a team in the mix. Boston has been a team in the mix. I don't know how that would work out with not giving up Jaylen Brown. I know San Antonio has been a team in the mix. There's been a handful of teams that have been linked to wanting to make a move for Dame, but none of them really make sense. I think the only move that does make sense is Miami. Do I think he will be in Miami by the end of the offseason? Probably. I think Portland is eventually just going to cut their losses. They're going to get what they can for Dame, but at the same time, they don't want to just give him away. He's a superstar. He's in the middle of his prime. He's not Rudy Gobert. This dude can be the best player on a championship team. And if he goes to the Miami Heat, I think they are a top 2, top 3 team in the Eastern Conference, and I don't think it's a debate. I have a feeling at the end of the day, it's going to be it's obviously going to be a package around Tyler Hero and multiple draft picks. There's probably going to have to be a third, maybe a fourth team involved to get the compensation for Portland that they are going to want in terms of young players, draft picks, whatever. I know Philly is another team that's kind of been on on the radar for Dame. James Harden wanting out. Maybe they can flip that to a 3-team deal. I don't know, man. It's a lot of speculation right now, and it seems like there's a new report every single day that comes out about Dame and what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, he said it from day one. He wants to be in Miami. This was his request, was trade me to Miami. I'll tell you what the most annoying part about this whole thing has been is the fan base. I truly don't understand why people are all over social media slandering Dame. Like, he hasn't been patient with the Blazers in terms of for them to get a team around him. All he has asked for in the past was a chance to compete. He wasn't saying go out and get me this star or that star or else I want out. He stayed committed to Portland this entire time. He has voiced that he wanted to be in Portland. He wanted to win in Portland. But after they drafted Scoot Henderson, number 3 overall, that rubbed Dame the wrong way. After seeing what they paid Jeremy Grant, in my opinion, that probably rubbed Dame the wrong way. Because by doing that move, you are now hindering your franchise with cap flexibility and assets to be able to bring in to help Dame out. And Dame's tired of it, man. I don't understand what the criticism of him that he wants to go to Miami. So what? He has earned that right as a superstar to dictate where he wants to play. He has given Portland time after time and chance after chance to try and build a competent team around him, and they have let him down time after time. So you know what, Dame? Force your way out and choose where you want to go. I'm Team Dame on this, man. I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree with that, but I'm a Dame fan at the end of the day. And I just feel like Portland has dropped the ball on surrounding him with a team. Now, I get it. They got a lot of young guys in place. They got a lot of young talent. You don't really want to... You don't want to give those guys up in a trade package to try and just have a chance at a championship or even just compete for the playoffs. I get it on Portland's end. You want to get the best trade package. You want to build the best team. I get all that. But Dame wasn't asking for a lot, man. He wasn't asking for a lot. He wasn't asking for Giannis. He wasn't asking for KD. He wasn't asking for a superstar player. He was just asking for a guy that can maybe help him try to be able to compete for a chance at winning a championship. No one said that they were going to be the favorite. No one said that they were even going to be in the top 3, 4, 5 favorite teams to win a championship. All Dame wanted was a chance, and Portland did not give him that. They didn't deliver on that. Dame has voiced he doesn't want to play for any other team except Miami. Will it happen? There's no telling, man. I think at the end of the day, he will be in Miami. When a player forces a franchise's hand, they have a lot of leverage, especially because who Dame is. And if I'm Portland, man, this dude has stayed loyal to for 11 years. Give the guy what he wants, man. I understand. You may not get a haul back. Well, they're going to get a big package back. Let's not get that twisted. Pause. They're going to get a lot of assets back in return, at least in terms of draft picks. You have a nice foundation. Take the draft picks, take what you can get for Dame, and send him where he wants so that he has a respect. He has the respect for the team that they did what I want. It's time for me to move on. It's time for me to go for a chance to compete for a championship. Again, man, this is a video that I wanted to record back when the news broke, but I couldn't find the time in my schedule. But I don't think we see probably a James Harden trade until Dame gets moved. I think Dame's now the last domino to fall, throughout the offseason. And I think that the Blazers are not going to rush it. The Blazers have came out and said that they are in no hurry to trade Dame. They're going to get the package that they want in return for Dame. They're not going to rush it. They're going to be patient. They're going to see how the offseason plays out. But I have a very hard time believing that he's going to be on the Blazers, after, this offseason going into next season. That's going to be a very, very toxic environment. And I do not think you could do that to the young guys. And I do not think you could do that to Dame. I think that's just a piss poor look on the Blazers organization. At some point in the next couple weeks, they have to get the deal done. But I do not see it happening anytime soon. I'm gonna pretty much leave it there, man. Not really too much more to go into for this topic. I want to come on here, talk about my guy Dame, talk about where he's gonna land and everything like that, trade scenarios, which I didn't go into too much trade scenarios, man. I just want to talk about the situation at hand and my perspective on it and what I've read and all that type of stuff, man. Y'all know how I typically do my videos. Again, if y'all want to see a potential chance at a Damian Lillard authentic jersey giveaway, let me know down in the comments. Let me know where y'all think Dame is gonna go by the end of the offseason. Drop a like on the video, and I will catch y'all after my wedding.